Infinite Wellbeing opened its doors in July here as a community space. We have been running for around 3 years now, hiring different spaces, and we have an accredited wellbeing programme, but we kind of grew a little bit too big for the spaces that we were using, and we needed a bit of a base really, didn't we? We wanted it very much to be what the community needed and wanted. Before we opened, we had a stall on the marketplace when it was May Day. We'd literally just signed the contract on the venues, and then we got out there and said, we've got this space, what do you want from us, what do you need?
I worked with the local Safer Neighbourhood team and the fire service in terms of antisocial behaviour and trying to engage with the youth. So I started to build up those relationships with the young people who we wanted to engage months before we got the space. We knew we wanted to work with them, and we knew that something needed to happen in the area to get them off the streets and to try and give them positive relationships with adults and get them busy and engaged in activities. It was a very rocky start. We had some issues and a bit of criminal damage, but we're so glad that we persevered.
Community is such an important part of people's well-being and mental health. So yes, we have lots of different groups. We've got a play area for little children to come, for preschoolers. That's open 6 days a week. We have different activities in the back hall as well, so things like Tai Chi, both standing and seated. We're looking to implement Pilates, we've got boxing, lots of youth activities in the evenings as well for the teenagers, which is all free. We've heard a lot of people say it's somewhere I can come on my own, which I think is really nice.
Definitely.
And there's always somebody to talk to. So if anyone is ever feeling on their own or a little bit isolated, we hope, and we've heard feedback, that we've created kind of a safe space where someone can just come and sit and have a cup of tea in the corner and interact with people if they want to.
People will sit and have a drink and read all the things that we've got going on and sign up for things immediately, don't they?
Yeah. And we have seen lots of change in people, haven't we? Like there was some people that had come in and would barely speak when they first came and ordered a drink, were so nervous and anxious about being out of their comfort zone, which just being out in a public place, and they now come in and they're like dead friendly and lovely, so it's amazing to see that change.
And the community centre is right in the middle of Hena. It's accessible by a bus. A community-based setting is really close for people. We want it to be local for people, accessible, and it's not just going to a physical activity session and then leaving. So they could come in, they could have a coffee, they could sit on the wall behind us and then think, oh, well, let's have a look at what this is and get involved. It's just the whole social element as well as the physical activity side.
As soon as you walk through the door, somebody is there to say, hi, how are you? Like there's none of that, I'm not sure where I'm going, because there's somebody there already kind of saying, what are you here for? I'll direct you where you need to go, I'll walk you through to that space.
Since Infinite's opened, it's had a massive impact on our Get Out, Get Active programme, which is funded by the Activity Alliance, and we are one of the localities for the work. I think it's just given us a real opportunity to have a community space that we can send groups to who need that space to run their sessions, such as Send Fit, Send Disco Size. It's been a real community hub where we feel that people can come along, use the space, come and have a cup of tea or coffee or gorgeous cake afterwards.
And it's brilliant to have so many things actually combined that you can do here. Opportunities for children and adults, and even if you don't want to do anything, you can come have a drink and a cup of coffee and a cup of tea and bite to eat. Yes, it's a good centre.
I've only been coming 5 or 6 weeks. I didn't even know it existed. I came in by accident. These are the nicest people I've ever met in my life. Sadly, I'm 68 inch. I had a heart attack a year ago. They didn't think I'd get through, and I'm through. I'm riddled with illness. But to come here and be with like-minded people is what gives me the buzz, you see. It's not like sitting in and people not knowing you. We all know each other, and I like it in here because they're always friendly.